welcome to the podcast, everybody. No. This week, the Mochi Mochi podcast, it's me, my host, Hayden, and his host, Lake. How's it going, Lake?
It's going pretty good.
You're way over there, but boy, you know, it's such a shame Tim couldn't join us this week. You know, it's almost like he was still here.
He yelled so loud that was him in the vine.
Oh yeah, we got to look at that today too.
And I do have posts and everything about people asking us questions, which we'll start first.
Kick us off this week, Tim.
Do people ask us questions?
Yes, on the Mochi Mochi podcast.
.com.
I am
or
your
mochipodcast.com.
One more time. Tim.
One more Tim on the Hank at the Hill. This is the Mochi Podcast with your host, Hayden, and my host,
Tim.
And his host.
And his host, Zach. And my host, Zach. Welcome to the podcast, Zach.
We're keeping that? We're keeping that one?
Yes, we're keeping that one.
Okay, we're keeping that one.
I don't know what the we're doing.
You guys are doing
I don't know what the meow we're doing, but anyway.
We're having fun, Hayden. Yeah. Welcome to the Fun Cast, where we like to have fun.
So, we were just talking about something I can't remember.
Questions, bro.
Oh, yeah, the questions.
Oh, yeah.
So this week on the Mochi Podcast, I went to my Instagram and I went to Mochi's Instagram.
Well, should we first jump into the poll that we did last week on the last episode?
Yeah. Do you have that pulled up, or do I need to pull it up?
I don't.
So
not
we're
have
gonna.
it
So
up.
we all, had them questions. Was I actually the Vine guy?
Last week on the Mochi Mochi podcast, we had a huge debate with Tim, trying to figure out if he actually did make this Pokemon Vine. If you have no idea what we're talking about, go to mochipodcast.com to check out the last episode. So we put up a poll on the website asking for people to vote whether they think that he did or did not make the Vine.
Everyone's going to say I definitely didn't watch.
Have you seen the results yet, Tim?
I have not seen the results.
Perfect, because I have.
Oh. What? Let me guess. Tell me how many votes and let me guess the percentage.
Well,
does it tell me how many votes?
Hold on, I got to vote first. Okay. Did Tim make the Pokemon Vine?
Okay.
The answers were no way and yes.
Okay.
And so
I'm going to say 78%
said
no way.
Wow.
Was I getting pretty close?
66%.
Holy damn.
Said no way.
But so wait, so
33% said yes.
So two people, did you just vote no?
No.
I think so.
Very convincing. But
so people don't think you made it, Tim, and you never did try and back it up by getting your iPhone 6s and duplicating the Vine.
I actually did,
but you didn't send it to me.
I didn't send it to you because it didn't matter.
It's cool.
At this rate, it didn't. No one believes me anyway.
No, but you could have persuaded them.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that video tonight, put it in Final Cut. I'm going to do what they do on videos where they're like enhance, and see if I can see if it says Samsung. If it says Samsung, I'm going to punch you in the mouth.
No, I said I would totally believe you.
Take a punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
So let's go to the questions that people asked us on our Instagram, Mochi Podcast. The Changing of Times, which is our buddy Brandon, asks, what is Hayden's favorite Twilight movie? Which is probably none of them, but I know it.
No, that's not true.
I'm going to ask you too, Zach.
Brandon, I do remember. I think me and Brandon, this was like years ago when the Twilight movies were in theaters, I want to say. And me and Brandon with a girl, both of us and another one of our friends, she wanted to go see Twilight movies. So we went and saw them with her. So me and Brandon have seen at least 2 Twilight movies in theaters together. I don't remember anything about the Twilight movies. I couldn't tell you their names other than Twilight, maybe 1, 2, and 3. The movie where they show the most of the girl with the short hair.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. The one that they show her the most on because she's the hottest. But other than that, those movies kind of suck.
Agreed. What's your favorite one, Zach? Because I know you like chick flicks.
All of them. They were all good. Team Edward. All day.
Do you really like Twilight? I'm not.
Hell yeah.
Really?
No, Sarah tweeted today. He's like, Has it been 10 years since the Twilight midnight release?
I told her that, and then you said
Okay,
same.
okay.
She goes, "Is he making fun of me?" I was like, "No, Zach loves chick flicks. Dear John, Notebook."
They all made fun of me when we went to Best
I'm pretty
Buy.
sure. No. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Which one was Dear John? I think
The
me and
one where
Brandon saw that one
it
too.
was about John.
It was
John. It was about John Deere. Yeah,
It wasn't good.
it wasn't good.
It was not
Me and
good.
Brandon saw another one.
What, the one with Miley
and-
Cyrus?
The Vow. Oh, that's
No,
a
me
good
and Brandon saw another
Ooh,
chick flick in theaters one
That's a
time
saucy
together.
one. That's a good one.
So-
That one doesn't have Miley Cyrus. That one was pretty dumb too. She like moves to a beach or something.
And Brandon, when you listen to this, I don't know why I'm pointing at the camera because he's probably not going to watch this, but he'll listen to it. There was an occasion where I went to go to the movie with Brandon, and beforehand they went to like Whataburger. As soon as I pulled up, Brandon just chucks his like freaking drink of Whataburger water on my car, and he says, "What's up, bro?" That was like the second time I hung out with Brandon ever.
Damn.
I remember it, dude.
Sick date.
He's a savage. So we have another one is from Corey.Sama. Why did people let their delusions take control instead of just being themselves? Very,
'Cause, like-
it's a very deep
Okay.
Can I see the question?
Jeez
Dead
Louise.
serious. Holy.
You're coming to the wrong people, by the way.
Because it's fun.
I mean, I'm Carlisle Jones, so. Is that a
People really-
delusion?
Well, no, because I feel like Carlisle Jones is more of a business name more than it's the way it's transitioned from an artist to more. I guess you'd still be an artist.
I'm 100% myself, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, especially as you get older, you stop caring about or you should stop caring about what others think to a greater extent. And
I should have held on to Joe Banks. Is what I should have done.
Yeah, Joe, it's just because you're lazy. You don't want to do anything I tell you to do.
I think people just want to fit in
Love you
sometimes,
too, Tim.
man.
Yeah, Lamborghini High.
Lamborghini person.
Is it Lamborghini Lift Kit? That's what it's called? Lamborghini Lift Kit. Strawberry and chocolate. Yeah.
Something.
Sunday.
Zach was a
in the
rapper
cockpit.
at one point, you guys.
Yeah. He likes
I'll find
the
if I
husky
can
women.
find the old MP3s. I'll put them on the website.
Oh, I still
They're
have
on
them on my
SoundCloud.
computer.
Well then.
They are on SoundCloud
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Joe Banks raps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and the last question is from Katie McCown. Is when will camera 2 stop malfunctioning? This episode.
Yeah,
There
this
you go.
episode we got it right this time.
Got it right?
I think the memory card was just full and it cut itself off, so we had to. Hey, but we got our lighting right, so the now wide camera should work pretty well.
Should
too.
be. Is that a? What are you doing?
Trying to reach his
I'm
foot.
trying to
Bro!
trying to tickle his foot.
Bro, leave me alone. I'm just.
Hey.
I want to know the question.
Hey, we need to reset that one.
I'm right there.
Yeah, just. Oh God, Zach,
Make it! Did it stop?
no,
Did it stop?
no.
I'm just pressing buttons.
It's the big. It's the.
This shit button ain't even closed.
And then do it again.
What's it say?
Do it again. Press it again.
The movie you recorded.
Press it again.
This is what the people wanted to see, Tim,
There, you're
on the
good.
live stream.
Yeah, they want to see Zach strangle himself.
All right, what do you got for us?
So the first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about your Thanksgiving, Zach, because you brought it up in the pre-show. So how was the beach? Because me and him just did Black Friday stuff.
The beach was sick,
And I
actually.
was all by my lonesome.
We did my family did like a family Thanksgiving beach trip, and yeah, we rented a house right on the coast. With it being colder this time of year, there was like nobody on the beach,
Hell yeah.
and
Yeah,
I mean, not a
saw
lot.
that.
There's not really a lot to talk about because it was just like typical generic family vacation. It was just at the beach this year.
Which is
I mean,
weird
Thanksgiving.
compared to like what usually the McCowns do on a
Yeah,
beach
no,
vacation.
the accounts we typically
Throw down.
we have a good time when we go to the beach. This was not one of those trips at all.
So like when I went to the beach, right when I quit Mama Goldberg's, I went with Zach to the beach,
Mhm.
and I'm not a beach person really. I'll go to the beach for maybe like an hour. They stay on the beach for like 8-9 hours and just lay and drink, bathe in the sun.
Yeah,
And
That's how
That's
it goes,
that-
Tim. That's what
yeah.
you do.
we go to the beach
The beach
to
sucks.
be on the.
Beach
we don't want to
sucks.
go to the beach
The beach freaking sucks.
You'll never
Mountains all day and tomorrow.
never go with me. See, that's the thing.
I went with you twice.
We make the trip down there. We hit the grocery store. We buy out as much alcohol as we can, and then from 6 o'clock in the morning till dark, sunset on the beach. We are on the beach.
So you mentioned in the pre-show how you know how like people usually during Thanksgiving they have the joke where like you and your cousins go out to take a walk. You know, like they usually go and smoke.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
You pretty much did that with the beer. Like you went to your little fridge in your van to
Oh,
drink
yeah.
a
So
beer.
we did. I mean, typical McCown
it's
fashion.
dry.
I mean, we are going to the beach. There's going to be some drinking, but we were with a lot of our older family, grandparents and stuff who aren't into that at all. And so we couldn't just stock up on a bunch of alcohol and keep it in the house. So for my grandparents, sorry that the cat's out of the bag now, that just inside they had like sweet tea and lemonade. But in the refrigerator in my van, we had all kinds of alcohol that, hey, we're going down to the pier, we're going to go fish. No, we're sitting in the van just kicking back.
God, I hate my family.
No. We it was good. So,
They swing the door open and y'all are just like foaming from the mouth. Are y'all sick? So I was gonna say, me and Lake want to talk a little bit about Black Friday. So this is Lake's first Black Friday he's ever had. I was gonna ask you
with Best Buy, not ever.
Well,
so how was your first ever Black Friday?
I mean,
Good.
Lake's from
it
Mars.
was good. Great. So tell me kind of like what was your experience of like your first time dealing with like being the person dealing with the crowd versus being in the crowd?
Yeah, like I've always like been on the customer side where I'm like, oh dude, it's gotta suck for those people working. Well, I was on the other side during Black Friday. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than what it was. I was actually more comfortable around it because, you know, you just take it one customer at a time. And as long as you keep that in your mind and, you know, you don't freak out, you're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it wasn't as bad. I was expecting to be like way more like crowded, but it was way more calm than I expected.
Now the good thing about that is this year at our store, that was easier to do. Last year was awful. Like it was literally just like
Madness.
Y'all pile up here and I'll throw a computer in the hole. Like,
And y'all fight for it.
So Lake was talking to me about this. Why do he said that like this year you guys were going, instead of like checking people out at the register or just giving them what they want, the customer tells you what they want. You write it down on this piece of paper or whatever. Then you send them to customer service to stand in the line.
Yeah.
Then they give customer service the thing and then they check out.
yeah, so
Why is that? Just to prevent people from just running out of the store with stuff?
No, so there is that's not with most things. That's
It just seems like a long process.
There's usually about 15 to 17 SKUs that are items that we keep behind the Geek Squad. So those are the items that people are coming in to buy, no matter what. You get a ticket for it, or they're coming in. Those are the hot SKUs. So if you're coming in looking for that item, that's why we have to like, oh, I want this item. Oh, that item is in Geek Squad. So
okay, there we go.
boom. But if that item is in the cage, we'll just go grab it.
Right.
So for example, I worked in Apple, so I didn't touch PCs all weekend. I was strictly Apple only, not moving, staying there. And he was in PCs, so he had to deal with all the people wanting like Chromebooks, wanting Surfaces, and all those products are just up there. So that's why you write a number. You didn't even write your name. You didn't write You barely wrote protection plans or anything because people are literally just coming in and they get a deal and then they leave. Which is good because those are the customers you want to get out. You want to just get the people out there that's only there for one thing.
Right.
Because the way that Best Buy and companies make money is you come in there one thing and then you leave with like maybe 10 things.
Right.
So that's like kind of the big thing. I'm glad that he had a really good experience, and I'm glad our store had a good experience. On Thanksgiving, we were the number store in our entire market.
You were the what?
No, the number one store. We had the highest percent to budget, and we just killed it and everything. We had the most like total text. We had the most branded payments. We just destroyed this Black Friday. Made over $1 million in 3 days. It's kind of like insane to think of that. Like
Mhm.
$1 million worth of stuff was bought in 3 days.
I was asking Lake, like, what was the most, like, expensive, like, somebody came in and was like, I want 40 laptops or something. What's, like, the craziest thing that happened this year?
Didn't we have someone come in and buy like 3 OLED TVs?
I don't know because I didn't work in TVs. Someone did
What kind of TVs are those?
say, what was the deal on the TVs?
No, what kind of TVs? Like, what are they? Like, why are they special? Like, what's the deal with
So the
them?
OLEDs
what's
are
the
going to be like
OLED?
the higher end, most expensive TVs that we've got.
Okay, like how much are we talking?
So an OLED is made by LG, and OLED TVs usually in our store they start at $17.99 all the way up to $55. So, and
Because we do like the 82
Yeah.
inch.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I know they're probably like pretty big size, but
and
that's
there's
wild.
and there's weirdo people that literally come in and they're like, "Oh, it's Black Friday," and then it's like they just walk in the store and they're like, "Man, there's a lot of people here today.
Just oblivious.
I can't buy my AA batteries,
How?
you know, something like that." You get some random guy coming in asking you for CR23s or something for his watch. But
Y'all got Grand Theft Auto.
I
here.
did so I have one story from it. There's this guy. So cuz I'm at Apple and I can't leave. I'm just sitting here in my line and this guy's in the PC line. And so they're like, a guy was like doing like an order in a big sale and he was back there and they're like, "Yeah, if you actually he doesn't have any people in his Apple line. Hey sir, if you actually want to come over here, we'll check you out real quick." That guy comes over to my line and then my customer takes forever for him to like check out. Harry, actually, thank God Harry was my checkout person and I was doing all the selling. They had this woman who was like trying to buy an Xbox, but then she was trying to price match it, which we do no price matching for 5 days. And she was like, "No, I'm gonna da da da." So pretty much just like, there's no way you can get this man, get out of our line.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then the guy asked me, he just looks at me while I'm helping again. Like I watched it, he goes, "Why did they take me out of that line and put me into this line? This line, that line already finished already." And I was like, "I'm sorry, sir. I didn't pull you out of the line. I'm sorry about that. You just have to wait for."
So it's just like
next."
typical, like
And then so this is a basement dweller, by the way, just to throw that out a little bit. So he's one of those like really nerdy guys.
shout out to my people
He's like really nerdy guy.
coming out of his basement for the first time in 3 months.
Pretty much to buy a Minecraft Xbox.
Hell yeah!
By the way.
I'm already liking this guy. Let's go.
Anyway, he's sitting there and it's in like a nerdy voice. He says that to me and I'm like, "I'm sorry." And then he gets to the register and he goes,
Can I have the?
and he said it to Harry. He goes, why did they take me out of this line and then put me in this line? He goes, I don't know, sir. He goes, "This is ridiculous." And then he throws the entire sales packet of like what we were set on sales right at my face.
No, what you should have said is he assaulted me with an Xbox.
You assaulted me.
No. Anyway, he just gives it. He goes, "This is ridiculous," and throws it at me. And Harry's sitting there just like wanted to bust out laughing because it was funny to me.
I would have laughed.
I was laughing too because I was like, dude, the guy just threw a piece of paper at me because he was mad that he had to wait in line on Black Friday
for Minecraft.
for Minecraft Xbox.
Like,
The nerve of some people.
Hey
Zach.
man, sucks to suck, dude. Best Buy, do you have somebody that stands in the front door and
Yeah,
asks? So there's
Yeah.
no like doors are open and just flock.
No, they don't-
flooded
that's
with
just
people.
like in the movies where it's just like you imagine like Christmas Day and people are trying to get like
Well,
gifts
people
before.
die every year at like Belk and JCPenney because they just open the doors. And
Yeah,
people
we left the doors open. We let a certain amount of people in to fill the store, cut it off for a second, and then let more people in as others come out.
right.
And that's how we do the main flow. People that are looking for a TV get in line. People that need PCs that go into the back, and then everyone else goes shop.
Right. So this
So-
just sounds like basically just like normal, obnoxious, just customer things that you like would expect on Black Friday. But here's the thing: Tim's told me on a couple of occasions recently. He was like, "Made another customer cry. Made somebody else cry at work
Oh, yeah.
today."
I'll talk about that. I don't care.
Tim is merciless, and if you get in his way at Best Buy,
He'll cut you down.
He'll cut you down.
So I had a customer cry. It was
What are you?
Yeah.
What?
So this is not.
This is Best Buy.
This
isn't
is our
like-
most effective seller, by the way.
This is
Keep that in mind.
what could you possibly say? I wanted Xbox. That freaking sucks, woman.
I didn't. Wow. Whoa.
I just want to know.
Wow, I
what do
did
you
not-
say? That,
I didn't say anything. So
triggers?
this was just because this is a really bad situation for her. It was not nothing that I did. It's just how she played it off, and then it made her upset. So this lady comes up to me. She goes, "Hey, I want to buy this Apple Watch and another one for me, my son and her husband for Christmas." And I was like, "That's cool. That's fine with me." And she goes, "But I don't want them to know." And I was like, "Yes, I got that covered. Okay." And then so I ring her up, and then I was like, "Hey, do you have a rewards account?" "Yes, I do. It's under my husband's name." And I go, "Okay. Do you want to make your own account so that he's not on his name and stuff?" And she goes, "No."
So
Her fault.
So Siri, yeah.
So
yeah, we kinda,
then, and I was like, "Well, so we got to place an order for these, and I'll put your name as you're picking them up. Does he check his email a lot?" She goes, "No, but can you change my email?" So I changed the email to her email.
Okay.
Place the order, and then she comes, and then I send her off, yada yada. She comes back later, tears running down her face, and she goes, "He knows what he got for Christmas now. Thanks a lot." I'm like, I did literally everything to make that not happen. Make you a new account, do everything.
Right.
Okay, that's different than how you told it because you didn't tell me that story. You just said
Exactly.
You were just like, you came in, I was probably on the couch just watching TV or something, and you're like, "Well, made another one cry today. All right, I'm gonna go work on this video." I was just like, "Damn,
true.
Tim, are you telling people to fuck off while you're at work?"
Yeah, for real.
I can't remember the last one I made cry. But anyway,
I'm interested now.
So the next time, Tim, somebody comes in there and they give you kind of something like you think is like complex, be like, "All right, just don't cry." Tell them, just don't fucking
No, you
cry.
need a box of tissues on your station. You just like slow.
Yeah.
it towards them.
I just put one in each bag I sell something to. Like, hey,
but,
here's a complimentary.
You're gonna
tissue.
need this later.
Yeah.
So you made it through Black Friday.
Good job, Nate.
Congratulations.
I'm excited for next
And
year.
the best part was I didn't have any bad customers like that. Like with Tim, I didn't have any of that.
Mhm.
Most of the interactions I had were like, "Oh, thank you, good sir," and stuff like that.
That's why my NPS is garbage.
So
Thank you,
yeah,
good
I
sir.
don't know what I'm doing right, but it's working out for me.
I was
So,
were you wearing a fedora or something?
I don't know. There was a bunch of the.
Hey, my
I dealt
lady.
with more of the elderly than I did any of like my age or anything like that.
Okay.
Which
So,
is,
so was it an older dude who tried to steal the ladder from you?
No, it was an old lady.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you about this. This was great.
Did you push
So
her off?
I was currently working with a customer at
She
the
did.
register, and she was trying to like take the ladder and push
Long
it,
live
but it
the
was
king.
locked, so it wouldn't move. So she was just
This
sitting there
is my
struggling
walker.
to get it to move. I noticed it, and I was like, "Hold on, give me a minute, ma'am. You can't be moving that. We can't allow you to use this." And she's like, "Well, you're currently working that customer, so I'm going to take this while you're busy." And I'm like, "That's not how this works. I can't allow you to use this. It's dangerous."
It's store.
So as soon as I get done with this gentleman here, I'll get that down for you. Well, the dude I was working with, he saw what was happening, and he's like, "You know what? Just go ahead and grab what she needs and check her out, and I'll just wait here." I'm like, "Thank you. I'll get it as soon as I can." She took forever, and it pissed him off. So I was like in a bad spot there.
Yeah.
So I ended up having to get one of our coworkers over there to actually check him out. It was
Guy was like, "Nah, man, go ahead, deal with her." I turned around, the ladder was gone.
I turned around, she fell down the ladder. She broke her leg. She got the TV on top of her.
He gave me the ladder. He did it. He said I could do it.
That's
what
not
did he
how
look
that
like?
goes. The red-headed leprechaun.
He was wearing a fedora.
He looked like he was from Kingdom Hearts, my man.
I love this jacket. You keep ragging on it.
We're not ragging on it, but you're from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. How is England?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just it's all raining all the time, but it's comfortable. It's good.
I wish I could do voices. Anyway, so we'll get to the next
Just
part.
be single in a room by yourself and watch YouTube videos for like hours on end.
You sound like
the
Hayden.
best part you could do.
I don't do that. In my room for hours.
I do it on the couch,
Yeah.
playing Dark Souls.
Yeah.
In
different.
in everyone's room.
Yeah, that's true.
I
The,
did
the
it on
living
this
room.
table.
Dying.
Okay.
What do you got?
So we all, me and a big thing in our chat today, in our group chat of me and Hayden's, has been Steven Hillenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who Steven Hillenberg is?
The Hindenburg?
No.
That was like a blimp or something, right?
Oh, the humanity.
But do you know who Steven Hillenburg is?
Is that what he said?
He is the creator of SpongeBob. Okay, he passed away today.
Oh.
So
Zach is unamused. He's just like, oh, next topic.
I
All
don't know,
right.
that stinks.
yeah, so
I don't know
now
who that was.
yeah, well, most people don't know his name obviously because
Most people know like the voice of SpongeBob.
Heisenberg. Yeah, no, he cooked the meth.
Shut
That
up.
guy's
God dang.
He is gone anyway.
Oh,
Anyway,
spoilers.
it's been like 4 years since it came out.
You know they're making a movie, right?
I don't care.
I think I've seen 4 episodes of Breaking Bad, but
I saw
okay.
like 2
You
seasons.
made were the best episodes of your life, and you want to keep watching them, dude. Me too, brother.
No, that's not what I said. I said I watched 4 episodes, and then I said
He was.
it's all
thinking,
right. It's all right.
It's
You
all right.
can't feel sad about somebody passing if you don't know about them.
Yeah, no, I think I saw that on Twitter.
Words
But
to the
when I,
wise.
when I saw the name, I thought it was the guy who does the voice acting as SpongeBob. It's not.
No,
it's the guy.
No,
who
that'd be
created the show.
worse.
Would it though? Would it
Yeah,
though?
Didn't they stop making SpongeBob?
he's the voice of Ice King, bro. That doesn't affect me more than that.
or is it still going?
No, it's ended. They ended SpongeBob, I think, last year.
SpongeBob's better
So
than
SpongeBob
Adventure Time.
ended, and then we're in our group chat. We're just talking about it because Nickelodeon is such a big part of most of our group chat. I'm more of a Cartoon Network person, obviously, but most of our friend group are more Nickelodeon. Like Brandon, Brandon is a huge one.
I'm more Cartoon Network with you for sure.
But
Yeah,
they were like, some of them didn't give a about Stan Lee, but they were like, dude, this guy died because he created SpongeBob, which is.
and he was only 57.
What are our favorite SpongeBob moments? Because I know a lot of our listeners are our age, and I know almost all of them are influenced by SpongeBob in some way of like how it gravitates them, whether it's memes or is it childhood.
Well, I mean, we grew up
Like-
with it, and like the kind of classic episodes from when we were kids, those are the episodes that turned into memes. You know, that
Correct.
the recognizable like images of like you recognize the episode, like the SpongeBob where he's naked, kind of like with his hand on the rock, breathing, whatever. I know that episode. The episode where Jellyfish Fields. The I mean, Caveman SpongeBob was huge when it came out. Yeah, all of those for sure.
Zach, did you ever watch SpongeBob?
Nope.
What about you, Lake?
A little bit.
We are alone on this, bro.
God dang, that's crazy. Did
So,
you watch anything? Do you like anything, Zach?
Zach can walk out of the room for this segment of the podcast.
I know some of the episodes, but it's not
Damn.
something that it was like it affected my childhood or anything. I was never like, oh, thank God SpongeBob is on. I was like, oh, okay, well this is on. So
I wasn't that crazy about a lot of Nickelodeon shows, but SpongeBob was like
That and Fairy
was
Odd Parents were my
really- It
favorite.
was really, really funny. I
Yeah.
think
it was like the
when you-
military channel and the history channel for me. That was my childhood right there.
freaking
That is-
weirdo.
Oh God, that sounds brutal. That sounds like torture.
That just sounds like it's like
It sounds like Jimbo.
The
That's literally
opposite.
Jimbo
June
watches every.
1944. The American troops stormed the beach of Normandy. I remember that. That's
But
my
they had no.
childhood right there.
They had no Mountain Dew. God, that just depressed me. Like, God dang.
the thing you yeah, that was
Now I
So
was hyped
SpongeBob.
as hell when that How It's Made came on.
It was a good day.
Like, you're
How
Good
is-
day,
Lake.
Man, if I saw Alton Brown one time,
man.
man, I knew.
I knew everything was gonna be okay.
When he came out, he goes, "There's a chef on the left and there's a chef on the right. I want to shit in my pants."
Like, you're one of a kind, man.
yeah, because back in the day it would be King of the Hill, Greg the Bunny with Seth Green in it.
Rogan?
No, Green.
Okay.
Whatever.
Seth Rogen as a bunny.
But
I mean, Seth Green's on Family Guy, so
I wouldn't.
he's Chris.
Again, another thing I don't watch.
because you
Anyways,
because you only binge shows
SpongeBob.
when they're popular.
Is it a rom-com? I am not watching.
Yeah. It's the last season. I gotta watch every season before that because I gotta see the ending.
Yep. Have you guys been watching Game of Thrones?
No.
Did you guys watch Breaking Bad?
No. Well, I did.
See,
but
so we have things to
I know everything
Did you
that.
see the trailer for the new Game of Thrones, bro?
Jeez.
Sick.
Tell you how many
So-
episodes I've seen of Game of Thrones? 0.
I've seen
'Cause that
one.
looks like it
Saw-
sucked.
I saw one episode and I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I don't get it.
I would rather watch 300. because it's shorter and seems cooler. I don't really know.
Which is crazy. So you talk about how, Zach, you talk about all the time how like you get bored if a thing's not interesting long enough. Game of Thrones is full of those scenes.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
It's all about your interest, though. What you think is interesting.
It's like
There's
Breaking
always
Bad when they do like the
tension somewhere.
Jesse part where like season 4 or 5 when they like Jesse and his girlfriend. Like I've seen some of those episodes and I'm just like bored.
Did you ever watch Lost?
I'm surprised a lot of people like Lost. They love Lost. Like,
Dude, it was
all
like a
9
whole
seasons.
family thing for Lost. Like they'd get Steven and Don. You remember them?
Mm-hmm.
They would come over the weekend and they'd just sit down and watch that together.
But like with series, I feel like the 45 to 55 minute series are sometimes like I watched like 4 seasons of Dexter, and Dexter is 100% like that. It's like boring at parts. You're like, just kill him already, please. Take him to a room and chop him up.
You watched Dexter?
Yeah,
Wow.
but that was when Netflix was DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like you had to send me DVDs. I had to watch. I could only watch like 5 episodes, and
they
then
still
send
do
it
that.
back.
Surprisingly,
That's when I was doing like GameFly.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Remember when I rapped about GameFly in a song?
I remember GameFly. Holy shit.
Dude, I wanted to use GameFly so bad, but we couldn't afford it.
It was a waste. I remember on GameFly I bought because that's when I was doing like big achievements and stuff. There's that one Naruto. No, I think it's Avatar, where you can get
Yeah,
1,000.
there's only 4 achievements and they're each like stupid
Yeah,
high.
you turn the game on and just press B, and you get 1,000 gamer score.
What the
So I put it in for 5 minutes, put it back in the disc, and put it in the mailbox to go back to GameFly.
God,
I got 1,000 gamer score from it.
that's
I wonder
so
if
dumb.
Harry's done that.
It's cheating.
That's when you would chase after. You would buy like the Burger King
God, those games are
Wow.
impossible to beat.
The Burger King game. You would buy just like
Flub.
dumb games that nobody's really playing. They're
Sneak
only
King.
getting it so that they could
You remember
increase their gamer score.
That's just what I
Yeah.
was into for that time, though. Like I did that with PlayStation. I have like 70 plats.
So what was the big moment, because you were like exclusively to Xbox? When was the big change where you shifted from Xbox to PlayStation?
Xbox One?
Was it just bad console?
Yeah,
And
Xbox
you-
One was.
Yeah,
it's like
the whole
it's like
beginning was
okay,
bad.
so $500, guys. It's always on. You have to be connected to the internet, or you can't use it. It has a DVR in it, which
no
is-
used games.
no used games. You can't do any. It's just like, and PlayStation was like, hey, here's our new console. You can't do backwards compatible, but it works, and it has all these exclusives, and it's $2.99.
Did you have to pay to play online? PlayStation was free to play online.
At
For a
one point,
long
yeah,
it's
time,
not
it
anymore.
was.
Wasn't on this one, but at the same time, so we all just moved to PlayStation.
Yeah, I did too.
And
at some
like
point.
even if you play Xbox now, Xbox has like the worst like interface.
it does,
like,
because
Even Harry agrees, and he's exclusively.
I hooked up my Xbox. I mean, I've been using my PS4 in the living room for like a long time, but I hooked up my Xbox just to watch like Verve and play like Halo every now and again. Going from like the interface on like PS4 to Xbox, I'm like, holy, this is like, it feels slower and it feels like it's just not as like good to look at, and it just jumbled up and
It's just there's so much on the screen at
Well,
once
yeah.
that you don't care for.
And the reason we were really just Xbox exclusive because the 360 is an incredible console. I don't care what
Mhm.
anyone says.
That is a
Yeah, that was
damn
great.
good console.
360, PS3, 100% 360.
Those
Best controller ever created, 100% still there. The 360 controller is the best controller I've ever felt in my hand.
really.
Yeah, next to the Nintendo Switch controller, which is just the Xbox controller again.
Oh well.
But like going from there, playing with Marshall and Alex all the time.
It had so many good titles, man.
Yeah,
So.
but the thing is, like, PlayStation 3 is like equally is as bad as Xbox One is, with the menus and stuff like that. Like, if you go play a PlayStation 3 and you look at the menu, it's like you have like all these long goaways,
yeah,
sideways,
it's weird. Yeah,
where PlayStation is just like 1, 2, and it has every stuff. Oh, all my games. Oh, go down one. All my games, and so it's just really easy to navigate. Where Xbox, there's like, oh, you can pin this here. Oh, hey, you like to not play games and watch stuff. You can go over here.
It's because they're like an association with like Microsoft too, and like and they want to like format it the way other Microsoft like websites and like stuff they're associated with.
just incorporate.
Yeah, they
everything.
want to like make it as similar as possible. Like,
and it hurt them a lot.
It did, and a lot of their websites look ugly, just like the interface on Xbox One.
The PlayStation has sold 3 times as much as the Xbox One.
Like, I mean, I believe it.
I didn't buy an Xbox One until they bumped the price down so much because none of them were fucking selling, and I bought it for like $250, I want to say, at some point. So.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that bought the PS4 simply out of spite of the Xbox, because there was one video that PlayStation like released where it's like, this is how you share a game. And he turns to the other guy and he just gives him the game.
Yeah, I remember
and it was
that.
a big thing in the whole community because like the Xbox, it was like this whole process. And you ultimately couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because it was locked on that account.
But they and it's crazy. I've never seen so much hate happen at like a E3, and they'd be like, you know what? Scratch the Xbox One, everything we said. We redid the entire console to where it allows you to do everything that y'all want to do on it. And but people were still just so pissed and mad that they're like, you know what? I'm gonna go PlayStation this time. And then most people were like, dang, PlayStation's really good. They got really good exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, let me play Halo 100 where it's not even fun. Like, the multiplayer is bad. Nothing can beat Halo 3, yada, yada.
Even Halo 4 was, I think Halo 4 is really, really good. Halo 5 was garbage.
It was
Halo
so
4
bad. It was
Halo
just trying to replicate Call of Duty, the way it felt and everything.
The story should have ended at Halo 4. But they kept going, and I was like, they're pulling the story out of their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's lost.
I think I only played Halo 3, though.
It's the only
It
one
was
you
my
can play.
favorite game.
It's the
too.
only one
because
you
we
need
would
to play.
spend hours in a damn dumpster just to get that bitch to fly.
Yeah. We tried to do it again. I borrowed your copy.
We did it.
We
did do it.
Yeah, we did do it again just a couple months ago. But Tim's copy of the game, it plays up until the flood hits and the game crashes every single time.
The flood is literally
So you
a
can
problem.
play all the way up to where the flood hits, and then you replay all the maps over again, and it's really fun. And it just crashes. So, but no, like consoles and stuff too. Like
game for me.
my our first console was like a Sega, and then we got a PlayStation 1, and then a PlayStation 2, and then a PS3, and then I initially bought a 360. I think so I could play online with you, or that I could play online with you. And then I got, like, after 3 Xboxes with the Red Ring of Death, I was like, okay, going back to PlayStation. So I got a PS4 about the time that you got a PS4 so that we could play together.
Minecraft.
I felt like I was real big on PlayStation, and then I started following what everybody else was playing, and then I just wasted a lot of money because then everybody was either switching consoles or not playing the games that I liked, and just wasted a lot of
You like games?
It's the memories, though, and those are priceless.
The memories that you had to live with. Man, all that
See,
money I
he's
could have
tearing up.
saved.
Because he's sad about...
Oh, yeah, you
Anyways.
just sold that computer too, right?
Mhm.
Who'd you sell it to?
Donnie.
Donnie?
Yeah.
Shout out Donnie. He's a good guy.
Take care of that. We built that with love.
Yeah, and we built that. So
You can do whatever you want to it.
I don't care. But then after I sold it, now that we're doing all this, it'd be really nice to have it to edit on, because trying to edit on a MacBook Air is because I had to teach myself After Effects and do all those motion graphics. There's not enough RAM in that thing to do what I need it to do.
Yeah. Why do you think I just bought my new Mac?
Yeah, so I may turn your old Mac into the editing bay.
It's still 8 gigs.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why I bought the new one, because the new one I can upgrade
Yeah.
without having to spend $600 on a Mac, Apple.com or something.
Well, I made it this far, so we'll see.
Yeah.
And
If
you still
not,
got,
if not, you can take that home and edit. That has full Final Cut on it, the real Final Cut, not like a.
But if it's the same as my MacBook Air, then I'll just.
It might be
use
a
my
little
MacBook.
faster.
Now we still have my PC that we can put more RAM into and make it 16. It's got a 3.5 gigahertz processor, overclocked to 3.8, so it'll definitely be able to do any kind of editing you'll do on there.
Well, there we go, boys. Mochi Podcast just got an editing rig.
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about SpongeBob again.
No.
I like the part where Squidward's house bends over and looks at him. Yeah. and they're like, and not even.
That was so crazy that
Squidward's house.
they posted in the group saying, dude, he passed away. And I was watching SpongeBob while that happened this morning, the poop episode, where people order our patties. Anyway, next topic. So we all here love energy drinks, right? Some love them more than most. So I was listening to Ludacris today, and it made this leads to something. I was listening to Ludacris today, which made me think of. I went and listened to Chicken and Beer, which is an album from 2003. And while listening to this, I was thinking about 2000 hip hop because I'm a freak, and that was like what I grew up on was rap from 2000 up.
The tall T era.
Pretty much. So I was listening to Chicken and Beer, and it made me think of Nelly also, who was there. And then it got me into energy drinks. So the reason why is Nelly had a...
Zach,
don't look at me like I'm crazy.
Anything. Go ahead.
Did he have an energy drink?
Yeah, pimp juice. So,
I remember the pimp juice.
So it made me think of that era.
Looking it up.
That era, what?
I'm looking it up. Pimp juice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up at eBay.
It was really good. It was green too. Nelly's pimp.
I'm not
juice.
saying anything.
Anyway, so growing up in that era, that's like I think the first time where like 5 Energy's coming out, and everyone is like addicted to energy drinks, like crazy addicted to them. Monster, I think, really got big around early 2000s.
I got hooked on Nos.
Yeah, I drank a lot of Nos. Buku. Oh, Buku was my favorite. I don't think they even make that anymore. And then I think Red Bull came after that. But, oh yeah, there it is. So.
Found a picture of it on eBay, unopened, can of it.
I'll drink it on the podcast.
It's $40.
$40
for one can?
Yeah.
It says Pimp Juice, Tropic Thunder movie memorabilia, unopened energy drink, booty sweat.
Booty sweat.
That's all in the description.
So growing up, I drank these all the time. I went down to the Shell and I bought.
Hello, sir. I'd like a tall can of booty sweat.
That's kind of sick, actually. But yeah, I would buy Pimp Juice because it was really good. And then there's another one. I don't know. Do y'all remember any of them? Like, any clue about any weird
I remember
energy drinks?
I remember the energy drink called Cocaine.
I mentioned that in here too. So Cocaine was one,
which I found that not long ago at the gas station up here, and I'm gonna buy it.
Wasn't there one called Horny Goat Weed?
That is called Crunk Juice. Crunk Juice had horny goat weed in it, which I don't know what horny goat weed is.
I don't know either.
Use your imagination. It is what it sounds like.
I need answers.
So Crunk Juice was
Lake's gonna look it up
Lil
real quick.
Jon's, right?
Yes, that was Lil Jon. So, Lil Jon was probably like was one of the biggest artists ever during that time.
Yeah, for the early 2000s.
And Dave Chappelle pushed him like crazy too.
Yeah, and Lil Wayne also had one as well.
I never drank Lil Wayne's.
It was called like Sip and Syrup or something.
I remember the one from Spencer's, which was called Pussy.
Was it really called that?
Yeah, Pousie. That was such a weird gimmick back in the day, where like energy drinks are popping up. So a lot of like famous like rappers and stuff made an energy drink to like be part of it. Like, dude, it's like, oh, you want to get crunk like us? Here's crunk juice.
Well, I mean, recently.
Did you find out?
And then
Horny
50
Goat
Cent
Weed?
just had vitamin water.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
So this is what horny goat
remember
weed
that.
is.
horny goat weed is an herb. The leaves are used as a medicine. Horny goat weed is commonly used by mouth for sexual performance problems such as erectile dysfunction. And it also fixes low sexual desire. So that's generally its purpose. Because it increases
stimulates
like, the blood flow to those particular areas.
Damn. I need some crunk juice.
So what does that say about Lil Jon?
Some 15-year-old
Lil Jon needs some hell yeah.
What?
Lil Jon got ED or something. I don't know. Anyways,
You love energy drinks.
yeah, I do love energy drinks. I usually have like at least one a day.
He bangs a day.
I bang a day.
Bang's where it's at, man.
One bang per day. And speaking of this, we talked about this with Rizzo at MomoCon. I think in one day I had like 3 or 4 bang energy drinks.
Dude, we went through those like first day.
It was badass.
Like, hey, y'all want to try a bang? Yes. And he's like, not all of them.
And then
it had how much caffeine in it? 2 cups of coffee or something like that.
Something like that, but no calories, no sugar. no like really bad stuff for you. It had caffeine, but other than that, it's usually pretty good for you. They sell them at like GMC and stuff like that. But what I was gonna say, in recent years, rappers have been using like they have rap snacks. LeBron, he used to have like the bubble gum, and even rappers have like I think James Harden has his own like gummies now. Yeah, it has to do with his beard. I know it's weird. I saw it at the gas station and I was like, no, it's not happening. In recent years, the rap, like it's not that trend hasn't died out. It's just kind of changed.
Yeah.
Yes, Zach, you guys are cracking up, and I'm gonna start throwing shit.
Zach can't even look in any direction without somebody getting triggered. All right.
I just feel like, I could tell when I was talking. I was like, I feel him looking at me, and it made me stumble.
Zach, what do you want to talk about? Because you contributed to the chalkboard of podcast ideas. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Mm-mm.
You want to talk about horny goat weed and how it stimulates your pee-pee?
I don't understand this tone you're taking with me. It's not like I said anything. I looked at Lake. Lake was smiling, and it made me laugh. And then Hayden got offended. Now Hayden's offended.
I'm not offended, but I felt like when I was talking, you were looking at me like making a face, like you always do, Zach.
Hayden.
Well, that's on you for assuming that I'm making faces at
Hayden,
you.
let's invite Zach to something every day.
Oh, so you posted a picture the other day of the Wing of Fish sign, like again. Did you go again, or did you just drive by it?
I just drove by it, just to remind everyone, and to remind you, really.
So Hayden, on the way back from Publix, said we need to go to Wing of Fish, all of us together. Anybody that
really
wants to
want
come, and then just take a group photo.
Yeah, no, I'll take the vlog camera and we'll all go.
I really want to go.
Make a Monday out of it.
It'll just be a good video for the Instagram, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be sick.
Bring your
I'll make the cashier cry. God, dude, I don't know what you want to eat. He had wings. I had a Philly cheese.
I don't. I have no intentions of eating there. I just want to. I don't care what they serve. I just want to know why it's called what it is.
You know the answers that you know. You already.
Yes,
You
wings
know.
and fish. No.
Wings and
No.
wings and fish.
No.
Why is it Wing of Fish?
Why?
You're just something crazy. It's gonna be on What's Happening in Trustful. There's gonna be
This man.
Local man outraged.
You slam the cashier into just wings in the back.
Yeah, no, I'd
Tell me.
Yes, like a full Joker scene. Yeah,
Make it disappear.
I need to see your manager.
I'll make the Wing of Fish sign. It disappears.
God.
Yeah, that's it. I don't care. I have no intentions of eating there. I just want to know why. Why?
I just want some fries.
Their fries are good, yeah.
Yeah, but
I like
T-Bone has
fries.
better fries.
Who does?
T-Bones.
T-Bones?
That's
I
where
haven't
we
even
need to
heard
go.
of T-Bones.
We can go to T-Bones.
Let's go to T-Bones.
I'm gonna Google podcast.
What you guys doing tomorrow? You working, Tim?
I shoot a music video at 11. Then after that, me and Sarah putting up the tree for the which for the podcast. I want us to I want to get us a little tree right here in the middle. I think that'd be cute.
I've
Get
got a
one
little.
that spins too.
I officially have bought.
You hear that, Zach? It's gonna be
I haven't bought your Christmas gift yet. I bought
Don't.
Are we not doing gifts at all?
No.
You know I'm not gonna. You know that's not gonna ride most likely, right? You know I always just end up buying you something.
Okay, well then I guess I'll get you something.
but
I wanted to get you
this year I
something,
don't
Zach,
actually
but
buy him anything.
Don't. Yeah, no, don't. I didn't
sure?
plan on doing Christmas for people this year.
I have like a
Even your
solid
family?
idea.
being gone.
I had a solid
Right,
idea
yeah,
that
no,
could.
Because you're not working or anything.
Well, he planned on being gone for the trip
Oh,
before
right,
December.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not in your budget.
Yeah.
Unless you get some work or something.
I mean, I've got money to do it. It's just us as a family. Nobody's getting gifts. We're just gonna have like a family dinner
Pack of
and
shirts.
do our thing. Yeah, socks.
I need some socks.
Some. What'd you get? Chapstick or super
Oh,
glue or something?
That was like the first Christmas I ever cried.
It was so good too.
Did Jimbo
It's
get
like-
you some super glue?
It's like
No.
the stuff that you would imagine you get as a stocking stuffer, like just little knickknacks that people put in your stocking.
yeah.
That was his entire Christmas.
Yeah,
He
I
got-
got nothing.
He got a tire gauge. He got what'd you get?
I got a tire gauge. I got chapstick. I got super glue. I got gum,
AA batteries.
AA batteries.
Never know when you're gonna need them AA batteries.
I got some chocolate bars and you already said tire pressure. There's one more thing in there that's ridiculous that I got. I got a flashlight. I got that flashlight that pulls all the way out and goes around. I got that too.
And that was it. That was his entire. That was it. That was everything that you got. And I think I got you like a little speaker or something. I think that's the day we got those. But man, he told me and he was like, I can't believe that's all I got. And I could not laugh at it. I could not laugh.
It was, I think your family actually got me more than my family did that year.
But I think we should do a Christmas episode here pretty soon too.
It's gonna be really good. His presents are freaking sick. Sarah, I bought all Sarah's. I got her a new Keurig and I got her some Timberlands.
You still need to
What'd you get, Hayden?
I'm not gonna tell you,
dude. I
told Zach.
I tried.
It's sick.
You told Zach?
I didn't tell him. I know what it is.
Okay. I told Lake, do not squeeze it out of him.
Hayden, what'd you get?
You ain't gonna get it out of me, cuz.
What'd you get Tim for Christmas?
We spent a lot of money on each other this year.
Yeah. Spent over $100 on Tim.
I spent more than that on him.
Goodness.
Yeah. Well, I feel like last year we didn't go.
I love Hayden.
We didn't go that hard. We went like semi-hard.
We had horny goat weed this year. I sprinkled that into the.
So stupid.
I want us to do for Christmas coming up, which is going to be really big for our podcast because I want us to actually do like some really good photos together and everything.
We should do portraits. Everybody wear an ugly Christmas sweater.
I used to have one. Don't know what happened to it though.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I'll just wear my onesie.
The only Christmas sweater I have is the one Summer Dean bought me.
We'll wear that, and we'll do, let's do...
I'll wear a Hago jacket.
So, any of y'all listeners or any of y'all viewers, if y'all would actually want a physical card of us...
With signatures from all your favorite boys.
Yeah. But over the photo, like, so you can't even... Like,
you can't even see the photo.
Picture's ruined.
No, that would be sick. We should totally do that.
Zach,
if you want Christmas cards from us this year, we got to get on that. There's no way.
Yeah.
We got to record a Christmas episode. We got to take pictures. There's no way we can get it out in time. It's already December something.
November 27th.
It's going to be an interesting week. Last week was kind of stressful because we recorded and then I was out of town trying to edit.
And then this week's the same thing.
Done. Yeah, so we've got 2 days to edit and get this one up, and then we're recording again.
Talk to us about
on Friday.
That Friday. Yeah. And so
or Saturday,
whenever, to pre-record for next week. So yeah, this last weekend and this week is going to be hectic. But hopefully after next weekend, things will smooth out. We'll get back on schedule.
Hopefully. And like I said, I have plenty of free time next month to like be doing stuff with you guys if you want for like the podcast. And Zach's been going out of town a lot lately. He just can't wait to get away from us. We're eating on
obligations, man.
I know.
All right, wrap us up.
For everyone that watches and listens to the Mochi podcast, you can find us at Instagram, on Twitter, at Mochi Podcast. If you have questions, anything, feel free to go to mochipodcast.com and send us any questions you got. Look at the new videos, browse all the episodes, find us on any platform that you watch your podcast or listen to your podcast on, and then subscribe to our new YouTube channel and everything. Also,
you can also ask us directly if you have any ideas or topics you want to like hear about for sure.
Yeah.
That also works.
And then we can go really in depth depending on like, if you give us like really, really good questions to go, not about delusions of who I am as a person. Anyway, I've been your host, Tim. Next to me is my host,
Hayden. And my @ is Giant of Light, not Giant of Flight, Steven. And next to
wow.
Next to me is my host.
I thought it was Giant Offlet.
Yeah, that's totally
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, he's being an idiot.
Giant Offlet. Well, my @ super easy. It's just my name. And I'm your host with a name, with an actual name. Gian Afflet.
Dude, you looked so sassy when you did that. Like, am I wrong?
Am I wrong? I've been his host, Zach. Thanks to our guest, Lake, for coming on this week.
Who's going to be just our camera guy next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're dedicated camera guy.
Zach and I are dancing.
I don't know.
It's like Zach's listening to Plastic
start
Love or
dancing.
something.
We're going to dance out to the podcast. Okay, everyone groove left to right.
Lake's like, nah. Lake don't get jiggy with it.
I can see. He needs some horny goat weed.
I don't know what Lake
Hey,
is
thanks
doing
for hanging
there.
out this week. We will see you next week right here on the Mochi Mochi podcast.
And
Yes, we ain't gonna
we love him.
I forget about it.
Yes, I know. I feel it.
We love Tim.
We love Tim.
We love Tim.
love Tim. Like Tim.
It's like Tim loses life points every time we don't say it, like on a podcast now.
Welcome to your